Good morning and welcome to day 10. In today's class, we're going to be doing a full body flow, and we're also going to be incorporating some compression on the front line of the body. So if you're currently trying to conceive, this is the only stage of the cycle during pre-ovulation where we actually do any compression of the belly. For the rest of us, it's also the best stage of the cycle to do belly compression because we're often not bloated and there's no pain in this area. Of course, as always, you need to be listening to your body first and foremost. So if any of the poses in today's class don't feel comfortable, come to another position that does, and then join us when you're ready. I want to remind you that this class is one of 28 in the series, and if you would like to receive the rest of them for free, the link to sign up will be below. So I want you to come on down onto your belly to get started, and just rest the head on the hands, gently rocking the hips from side to side. As you find stillness here, I want you to find some length through the neck, so maybe adjusting the hands if you're not completely relaxed through the shoulders. And take a deep breath into the low belly. Notice as the belly gently presses into the mat. And then exhale, gently softening, relaxing through the shoulders, the head, letting everything sink down. On your next breath, gently slide the hands out from underneath the head. Bring the fingertips to the outside of the mat. As you inhale, keep the chin tucked as you gently rise through the chest. And then shift the gaze upward. And then exhale, leading down with your chin. Lastly, tucking the chin back in. And then inhale, coming up. So working with your breath. Just inhaling and exhaling. Moving up and down. Good. Releasing all the way down. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms resting on the mat, coming into our Sphinx pose. We just squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gently press the pubic bone into the floor and squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Just breathing here. See if you can gently tuck the chin, just lengthening out through the back of the neck. If you want, you can gently press into the hands, rise the heart up a little bit more. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together, squeezing the glutes. Breathing here. And then exhale, gently release down. Bring the hands by the shoulders. We're going to press all the way back into our child's pose. You can choose whether you have the knees together or out wide for this child's pose. Rest the forehead down to the mat, or if you need to, bring the hands underneath the head so the neck is comfortable. Breathing here. On your next breath, release the hands. Rise the body up, rolling the shoulders back and down. Good. Take an easy twist here, reaching one hand behind you, looking over the opposite shoulder. Big breath in here as you lift the chest a little higher. And then gently release back all the way around to the opposite side. . Good. Release back to center. Reach those hands out in front of you. We're going to bring ourselves up to downward facing dog. So take your time getting there, tucking the toes, peeling your way back. Pedal it out here in your down dog. So just moving in a way that feels good for you. And then let's take our stance slightly shorter. Reach one hand across to the opposite ankle, bend the knees, and gently look up through the opposite armpit. Keep pressing firmly through the left hand. And then release the right hand down. Bend the knees a little bit more so that you can reach across, looking up through the opposite armpit, and then gently drawing down with the heels. Keep pressing firmly through the right hand. Release the left hand down. Look towards the hands and take as many steps as you need to find your forward fold. Bend into both knees. Find the elbows. Weigh it out. As you inhale, bring hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep and rise to the sky. And then exhale all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time as you inhale, we're going to take a seat into our chair pose. Rise the arms up. Exhale, come a little deeper through the legs. Bring the hands through heart. We're going to move into our twist. So if you've got your feet like I do, hip distance apart, just step the feet in towards each other. And we're going to bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh and then gently press to come into our twist here. See if you can keep the knees fairly centered in the body. They tend to want to rock or roll to one side. Bring them back to center. And then see if you can shift the hands into the middle of the heart space, which will just mean you press further into the leg. Breathing here. On your next breath, see if you can shift weight into the left foot and lift the right heel up off the mat. And then take as many steps as you need to get it back. So we're in the twisted lunge. Doesn't matter if you wobble and fall, come and join us when you're ready. And then gently press the elbow in, opening a little bit more. Maybe opening up your wingspan here. Breathe. Slowly bring the hands back to heart. Shift them through center. Frame that front foot. And I want you to step all the way back to your downward facing dog. Just pedaling it out here. Looking towards the hands, take as many steps as you need to make your way to the front of the mat. Find the elbows and hang the body over. Heel and toe the feet in towards each other. As you inhale, we're going to rise all the way up. Hands through heart. And then exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the floor or the shins. And then exhale, fold back down. On your next breath, we take a seat into our chair pose. Rise the arms, sit low in the legs. Good, hands through heart. We find that twisted chair, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, gently pressing in. If you can, looking up over that right shoulder. Breathing here. Shift weight into the right foot, lift the left heel, and then as many steps as you need to step all the way back into your twisted lunge. Breathing here. Maybe opening your wings here, exploring that twist a little deeper. Inhale, hands back through heart, back through center. Frame that front foot, stepping it all the way back to your downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here. And then find your dog for 5 breaths in stillness. On your next breath, bend into the knees, look towards the hands. We're going to roll our body all the way forward, coming into our plank pose. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Coming all the way back down onto the belly, and just give the hips a little bit of a wriggle here to readjust. Tuck the chin into chest. We're going to squeeze the inner thighs together. Reach the hands back. As you inhale, we're going to lift through the heart and lift the legs as well, gently pressing the pubic bone into the floor. The muscles of our back lift our body up. Keep breathing. And exhale. Bring the hands back underneath the head where we started. Rock the hips from side to side. On your next breath, gently lift the head up. We're going to reach the left hand around to find the left ankle. And you might just stay here, gently pressing the foot into the hand. And we get this opening through the heart here. If you want to, you can reach the other arm long and lift up with the chest and the leg at the same time. Keep the chin gently tucked so the back of the neck still remains long. One more breath here. And then gently release the head back into the hands. Gentle rock of the hips from side to side. On your next breath, we come and reach the right hand this time around to the right ankle. Gently press the foot into the hand. You can also extend the left arm if it feels good and lift the left side of the chest. Press the foot into the hand. See if you can keep breathing here. I know it feels tempting to hold the breath, but keep breathing into that belly. And gently release the hands, legs. Rock the hips from side to side. Our final round now. You can choose to come back to the individual sides, and you'll just practice for half the length of time on one side, and then you'll change to the opposite. Or you can reach both hands around, finding both ankles or both feet. Gently squeeze the knees towards each other as you press the feet into the hands to open up through the heart. Breathing here, so you might notice your body gets a little bit of a rock as you breathe in. And then gently release it all down into the mat, letting it go. On your next breath, bring the hands by the shoulders. Peel your way back to child's pose. Let's take the knees wide this time, really sitting between the legs, forehead to the mat. Give yourself a rock from side to side. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Coming on up and having a seat. Bringing both legs out in front of you. We are coming into a twist. We're going to bring one foot underneath to around the outside of this thigh. The other foot is coming up and over, and then adjust so that you're sitting evenly between both feet. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can just cross the legs. It will still work just as well. You won't be in quite such the pretzel position, but that's okay. And then we're going to twist towards this front leg. So the aim of the game is a little bit of belly compression onto this leg. So reach the left hand around. Inhale the right arm up to find length, and then bring the elbow inside the thigh as you gently press in, looking over that left shoulder. Each inhale, we sit a little taller. Each exhale, we twist a little further. Gently release back to the front. I'm going to change the cross of the legs. And then reaching the right hand around this time. Inhale the left arm tall, finding that twist. Each inhale, see if you can sit up a little more. And each exhale, twist a little deeper. Good, gently release. Going all the way back, and just have a comfortable seat. Rest the hands down on the thighs. We just take a moment here at the end of our practice, just to notice any sensations in the body, any persistent thoughts in the mind, any emotions in the heart that need our attention. And just sitting here as long as you need today to give those parts of yourself the attention they deserve and the awareness that is present once we've moved our body and shifted our awareness from our head to our physical space, our being, our heart, our body. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.